Podium, please. Lisa Dixon with FirstNet is going to give the FirstNet update, so welcome.
Thank you. I am here today actually in place of Tim Pierce, and I'm sure all you know. Tim welcomed the birth of his daughter on Wednesday, and so I am here in his place. Tim will be out for about 3-4 weeks, and so I'll be your contact. I am the new director for what we're calling the North Central region, and it's a 9-state region encompassing Region 5 and parts of Region 7. And so I will be assuming that role. We actually have done our reorganization at FirstNet into 5 regions, areas around the United States. Previously, we had 2. So trying to get a little more density so we can get out and really support the senior public safety advisors that are assigned to each region. We will be adding some staff in this area, so maybe realigning Iowa with a new senior public safety advisor. We will see. Haven't quite determined all of that, but I do plan to be here and working with both that new individual and Tim to be sure that we're getting closer to the actual user and operational needs of the constituency, the stakeholders out here. We will be really trying to shift our focus at FirstNet to much more of a hands-on approach in terms of understanding the needs of public safety and being able to advocate for public safety. In the past, if you think about it, we were mandated by Congress to work through the opt-in, opt-out process, and that really took a lot of effort, but it was focused to the people like yourselves that were trying to make that decision. Now we really have to refocus to all of public safety and be sure that we're advocating across that spectrum. And so that's going to be our emphasis, to be able to not only work with organizations like yourself and governance boards, but also with stakeholders directly as they adopt FirstNet. So that's going to be our new focus. In doing that, we will be doing things like broadband engagements, where we will talk about how this network, beyond just the network itself, but how do we use it as public safety disciplines and as mutual aid partners. My background is actually the accent is real. I wish I could get rid of it, but I'm from Northeast Texas, actually, and have worked in evacuation planning for Texas for a number of years. And in that role, I really saw how mutual aid, in a major incident like what the East Coast is facing today, you have to have each other's back. And I know in Iowa, you understand that too, and especially in very rural states, you have to come together in order to help a community that's been impacted. So how can broadband fit into that? How should it fit into that? Some of the things that are being done around the United States with collaboration apps. It's great to have an app that you can all come into and collaborate on, but if you don't pick that before the incident, you can't really tune it up during the incident. It's just almost impossible to get everybody to rally around that. So it may be something that the governance board would like to look at, and we would certainly we'd invite regions or this organization to work with us as we try to think through that next level of planning and how broadband is going to impact public safety going forward. Additionally, we want to be sure that we're giving use cases to public safety so that you can really think about what you want to do. I know that it never was very effective in Texas when we tried to hit someone over the head and say, use this program. You get more, you spend more time trying to convince people that you decided right for them, whereas if you get together and decide those things on the front end, what right looks like, and kind of come to that together, then that tends to be a much more positive outcome overall. So we at FirstNet want to help you decide what right looks like, rather than come up with a particular app that we say, this is how you should respond when you're in an ICS type environment, or this is what you should do when you're doing mutual aid, or even credentialing. You're going to have to come up with some of those parameters yourself, and then we want to help you as you talk through that. So that's going to be our new focus going in, and we hope to become more of a partner with you in the day-to-day rollout of this network, functionally and operationally. AT&T certainly is the one that's building that network, and we're leaving that to them. We figure they put up more cellular networks than the federal government did, and so we think that they actually do have a good program for doing that, but we will be relaying your interest and input to them, and we'll be managing that contract. So that's really all I have today, but appreciate y'all having me, and if there's any questions, I'd be happy to entertain those.
Lisa, any questions for Lisa at all? I think I met you out in DC during one of the initial first phases of the FirstNet. So, yeah, the accent gave it away. Now I remember where I met you.
Yeah, I can't really hide it.
And no, it's not a bad thing.
Oh, it's pretty bad, but you never show me any video or audio. No.
Lisa, do you have any business cards and stuff that you might be able to leave here with us?
Actually, I totally apologize. I do not. I've been on the road a lot lately and gave out every one of them. So I will be, I can send that to you. And if you send anything to Tim, you're going to get my information back. So feel free to do that. But I'd be happy to share my card virtually with you. And I do invite your feedback and any ideas and things like that. As I'm kind of coming around this North Central, I have a lot to learn, and so I'd love to hear from you guys about what we should be doing and your ideas about that.